Well, who am I? A nameless king in a borrowed castle.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Let's React. I'm Kenny and this is my beautiful wife Montana.
And today we're going to be reacting to episode 110 of HunterxHunter, Confusion and Expectation.
Well,
oh boy.
That's exactly how I felt after last episode. The Infiltration is about to begin. What are your thoughts before we jump in?
Oh my gosh, the king questioning kind of and who he actually is once you remove him from his job title, basically, and like birthplace. I cannot wait to see how that affects the rest of the story. That is such an interesting, unexpected twist. And I can't wait to see how his interactions with the Gungi Master change after that realization.
We'll see if anything works the way it's supposed to. And with that, if you're excited for more episodes of HunterxHunter, make sure to hit like, comment, and subscribe down below for episodes coming every Friday and Sunday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you can't wait and you want to see these episodes right now, including the next 10 episodes ahead, check out the Patreon link in the description below where they'll be posted in their extended full-length forms with extra discussion and all of the episode. Are you excited for episode 110 of HunterxHunter?
Absolutely.
All right, let's get it.
Let's go.
Listen up, Dunderheads. This video was brought to you by the incredible members of the Let's React Patreon. If you want access to a ton of exclusive perks, check out the link in the description below. Have a good day, Twinkle Toes.
All right, a lot of build-up.
The closer the entrance is to the palace, the closer the exit will be to the throne room over here.
Well, okay, then we're all in agreement. We'll charge in as close as we can from the exit by the central staircase.
Okay. They're all going central staircase.
Okay. I have heard from Kenny, who has heard from all of you guys that this takes a million years
all I know
to get up the stairs.
Is that staircase, like, I've not seen, the best part is I haven't seen a single frame. Sorry, okay, this is the thing I have seen. I've only seen one single frame, and it is the photo we've already seen of that staircase, and it's like, show this to a HunterxHunter fan with no context, and they will know exactly the feeling you're describing. Like,
all right.
Leo had me convinced exorcism was such a good idea, but it sure is a pain.
It's a really good power. She can, like, exercise Nen. That's how she got off, like, Cheetu's, like, little robot guy.
Right.
He told me the stronger the ability, the bigger my stomach would get. This was a mistake. For a girl, there's nothing worse than losing your figure. I should go and ask
Are
Sir
we
Leo
certain?
for a larger reward. Right, Chidori? I keep her around because she's a rare peon that understands speech, but... Come on, can't you at least participate in the conversation?
Oh,
I'm giving you my permission to shoot her on sight. She's a foreigner. She can't blend in with the other citizens. Damn that woman. Why did she do this? Hey.
How many times do I have to tell you not to use your phone here? The frequency coming out of it's so loud, it's giving me a headache.
Though I can hear what you're saying.
Next time, I'll rip your arm off along with your phone.
There are urgent matters that I must attend to. I need my phone so that I can deal with them.
What? Is one escaped woman really that important? I can go find her for you.
You do that?
I happen to have a very good nose for things like this. If you have something she
creepy.
wore, I
Yeah.
can track her. This could benefit both of us. So what do you say we work together?
Excellent point. You wait here while I go find something.
I will become the king behind the scenes, but I'll have to
I feel like we're gonna get a him versus Icalgo
Sir Welton,
battle.
Yeah.
has been issued.
Peon transmissions give me a headache. Smells like Targetti's blood. There are bloodstains and dirty shoes. An intruder. If he took his shoes off and left them here to
Discovered
avoid leaving
Nove's shoes.
footprints, it means he must have gotten deeper inside. Guess it was a pressing mission. He didn't hide his shoes because he didn't have time to spare. Must have been last week's rain. That was the day Targetti went missing. If I had to bet, I'd
God,
say
they're
that
very
Intruder
smart.
killed him. But that would mean that after he left his shoes behind, he disposed of Targetti's body. There's no blood trail nearby. If he wrapped the body in something to move it, then he must have come prepared for the task. Was kidnapping a soldier his mission? Why? I don't get it. Should I ask Shawapu for advice? No. I'll just catch the intruder myself. I see. The tracks lead deeper inside the palace. This trumps Bezef's woman. Now, follow me!
Oh boy.
Yikes.
Has she
Your
just been
name.
waiting?
What is it I
Yeah.
should call you?
My name is Komuki, dear leader. I wonder if you'd mind telling me your name.
If he walks in and tells her his name, that would be so cool.
This is her mental picture.
I can't wait to play again.
And I want them to keep playing, which is the
Yeah.
crazy thing.
Well, who am I? A nameless king in a borrowed castle. My subjects, nothing more than mindless puppets. If this is the mandate the heavens have granted me, I fear nothing except the tedium that it will bring.
He's kind of losing it.
That look, they like animated that like when he decided he was gonna kill.
Yeah.
Cody.
Whoa.
I said it once.
Damn.
Wow.
And with that, he's beaten all of us.
The king says your N is irritating him.
I figured he'd be saying that sooner or later. But I really can't remove our security, I'm afraid.
Then it's up to you to tell him that. There is no way I'm gonna get hit again.
How does this sound to you, sire? We can block all the aura in the vicinity surrounding you. It is my fervent hope that it would prevent my mere presence from bothering you.
You suggest that I stay in one place? Or could you simply move the area? Could its location change as I moved around freely? I refuse to have my movement constantly monitored.
No, we would never propose to you something so restrictive.
So if I do
Meanwhile,
not
they're
wish
already
to
talking
enjoy
about
your
that.
presence,
Yeah.
I will only be able to move within that confined area. Then if it were my wish to go elsewhere, you would have to move it. Is that right?
I am at a loss for words.
You will
Yep.
keep your end focused outside of the palace for now. At least until tomorrow's sorting.
Oh, and they're all going to
It's
enter
not
the
enough.
palace.
Wow.
That's perfect.
Be plenty
Yeah.
to stop outside attacks. Or are you trying to tell me that there are already enemies inside? That is synonymous with freely admitting that your N is as worthless as a common sieve. Am I wrong?
No, sire.
A sieve?
The problem
Jeez.
is, focusing all of my N outside would limit its benefits. I would miss any attacks coming from underground. Plus, if there were enemies among those who were permitted entry, I would not have the ability to detect them, sire. Also,
That's enough. Use your N only up to the first floor. That will permit you to guard against any underground attacks. Forbid anyone from coming up to the second floor. If we're infiltrated, I will dispose of them personally. You will not come unless summoned, so disturb me at your own peril.
He is starting to really not like the ants.
No.
Like, in a big
Like,
way.
hates them.
The second floor anyway.
Okay, so where am I
Oh,
supposed to
boy.
go now?
The central stairway that connects the first and second floor, I suppose.
Oh god, that's where they're
If
entering.
intruders come up from underground,
Yikes.
you will be in a good position to deal with them.
Still, the king's been in a real bad mood lately. Is he mad about losing all those Gungi matches or what?
Truth be told, I have an inkling as to what may have caused this irritation. My ability, spiritual message, would be more than enough to remove all doubt.
What?
However, that would be a
How does
grave
that
insult
work?
to the king. No, I'm only making excuses.
Spiritual
The truth of the
message.
matter is
Spiritual
the truth of the
message.
matter is that I'm afraid. Whatever is growing
What
within
a crazy
me
power set.
is
Yeah.
causing me unbearable anxiety and dread. I can't bear it.
Yikes.
Damn. Looks like the rain washed away the trail. But now I have the answer. The intruder hid here to check the second floor. But instead
Oh
of going
boy.
upstairs,
Got the exact
he left
spot.
The palace.
Shit.
Did something happen that made him turn back? Or did he accomplish his objective? Or maybe he used some kind of ability.
I should probably warn you. If any of you try to go to the second floor, the king will definitely kill you. Go and let everyone else know that too.
Sir. Wings. What if the intruder has the ability to fly? The shoes and the scent may have been a diversion. It's possible that he flew up to the second
Ooh.
floor. Sir Yuppie. Pito is monitoring the palace with N. If they'd made it up to the second floor, they would have been caught. Haha, no. Sorry, it was nothing. But that doesn't make sense. How did the intruder reach the stairway? Sir Yuppie.
Yeah? What is it?
Has there ever been a time that Sir Pito stopped using N? What about that day last week when it rained?
Wait, what? You didn't hear about what happened? There was a massive panic, right after the king tore off his own left arm.
Huh?
Poop was in charge of N, while Pito
He's
was
kind of
responsible for
spreading
healing.
shit.
And how wide is Poof's N, if you don't mind me asking?
And how the hell would I know that? As wide as Pito's?
No, you're wrong. I would guess Poof's N only reached the stairway. The intruder saw that aura and gave up on going any further.
Oh my god, he's totally
It all
getting it.
makes
No,
sense.
this
Holy
guy's gotta
shit.
go.
The question now is what the intruder's objective was, and whether he's still hiding around here somewhere.
Damn.
Okay, but he's not getting the
I tell
portal.
Yuppie? No, I can't do that. I should report to Pito or Poof. Poof would be best. And if possible, I need to determine exactly what the intruder's objective was. Otherwise, my report would be that the intruder somehow made it inside the palace, but turned and ran when he felt Poof's N. I won't get any credit for that. I guess I can make up an objective, but if the intruder is captured, they'll find out I lied for sure. But then, if I tell the Royal Guard about my suspicion and the intruder is never found, it would only waste their time and damage my own credibility.
Oh my god, he's...
Pisef's phone again? I have an idea. So the intruder captured one of my men. Leol tells me that this intruder is able to teleport. He may be working with your woman, and they might have teleported out together.
But why in the world would they do that?
Yes, that's the question. But I was able to discern their objective.
And?
They plan to blow up the palace. Yeah, right.
Oh, we must tell the Royal Guard!
No. What's the rush? We can tell them right after you and I find the bomb.
But there's no time!
Just calm down and think about it from their perspective. If they want to blow up the palace, then they'll wait until the king's here. And when's that? When all the citizens have been assembled. Before the ceremony begins. That's 5 million humans. It'll be a sight to behold. The king wouldn't let a decoy steal that glory from him. And that's why he'll be there in person. It's safe to assume that the enemies reach the same conclusion.
True. I stood by the former leader as he conducted similar celebrations. The experience brings indescribable ecstasy. It's even better than sex.
There's
Oh my
still over
God.
half a day left to go.
What a loser.
If I
Yeah,
use
right.
my nose to track the intruder, then we can locate the bomb with time to spare. If we save the king's life, they're bound to be grateful to us. Right?
Yes, that's true.
As soon as I find the bomb, I'll contact you.
Yes, that's perfect.
It looks like the coward finally calmed down. Bit by bit, I'm getting closer to becoming the king behind the scenes.
"7 minutes. I'll call you when it's down to a minute left, then gather near the exit. Stand by here until then.
Okay.
Hold on. About your ability.
Yeah, I know. I'll tap your shoulder 10 seconds before I need to breathe. And then I'll tap you when I start to hold my breath again, so don't you forget.
Fine, but there's no need to push your limits. Just leave things to me whenever God's accomplice isn't active. And you can trust me, I know what I'm doing here.
So the goal is to
he
try to get
okay?
attacks on the king, I would guess.
Look, if you want to smoke, just go ahead and do it.
Underestimating their sense of smell is a good way to get yourself killed. Tracking the smell of cigarette smoke is really easy for them. We could all be knocked out the same second I take my
he's
first
getting
breath.
shakes from that.
Yeah. Does anyone have a nicotine patch or something?
The Royal Guard is on the move. All three of them were gathered on top of the main gate and were discussing something. Pito stayed while Yuppie went back inside. As for Poof, he returned to the air, so I don't think anything has changed. I'll let you know if anything else happens.
Yeah. And keep the info coming until we head out of here.
That eliminates the chance the Royal Guard will be out of the palace. Oh, so I guess he still has his doubts.
Well, I can pretty much guarantee that they'll be near the king.
Hey, you don't know that. We have to be ready for anything. We don't want to be caught off guard if something happens.
If you knew how loyal they were, you wouldn't say that. I'm telling you, there's no way they'd ever leave the king. The Royal Guard is always right there by his side. You can count on it.
We just need to be prepared if there are any exceptions.
Exceptions? Like what?
There are all kinds of
Honestly, how can they be having a dispute at the last second?
One exception is a woman. Reproducing is one of his objectives, and we still have no idea what the king does when he's in the palace. So maybe he's been making babies.
I hadn't thought of that, but I guess it would give the king a good reason to keep the Royal Guard far away from his
It's so
king.
much lamer than
I
that.
think what Gazic was doing was snatching up all those ladies for the king.
Palm? And the king? We're sticking to the plan. Whatever might be happening to Palm doesn't change anything.
GON probably doesn't get it.
Glad we thought of this before we set out.
If we hadn't been bracing for it, we would have been completely caught off guard.
Do you get it now? I'm telling you, you can never overthink something. And there are
Yeah,
lots of
you
other things
can.
we haven't even thought
It
of
is
yet.
possible.
Yeah, something's still bothering me. GON. Palm will take care of herself. Do you get it? No matter what you see, you have to stay focused on Pito. Right. It bothers me, but the existence of a third party, woman or not, is a good thing to consider. If there is a third party, I bet that could be the reason I feel so anxious. So does anybody have an idea why the king might have injured himself?
Hold on a second.
Komugi.
I thought that was just a theory you were thinking about.
Yeah, but you agreed that there was no other logical explanation.
Didn't you just get through telling us that there could be other exceptions? Following that logic, Pito could have stopped using N for a lot of other reasons that we haven't even thought about yet.
I understand that. But something's off.
We have 3 minutes left to go. Are you sure this is a productive use of our remaining time?
Yeah.
Right. Why would anyone want to hurt themselves? For what reason?
When you can't, forgive yourself.
GON thought about that?
What?
Don't you think?
Can't forgive yourself?
Oh.
Oh no.
Does make sense. That would mean we're not dealing with an unemotional despot here.
Okay, they're
Rather,
getting it. He's
proud
Okay.
statesman. He's willing to endure searing pain for the sake of his pride. People like him will never be willing to compromise. I know that much from my own experience. If the king won't budge, then neither will his guards. So count on combat being our only option.
Moral summed everything up nicely. But he's wrong. The king's self-harm, the existence of a third party, we're still nowhere close to figuring out what really happened. I've got a feeling that whatever the answer is, it It has the potential to completely screw up our entire plan.
It's time. 1 minute left to go.
All right.
Gather round.
I wonder if it's been an exact timer.
We're out of time.
Yeah, right?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Here we go.
It's starting. Probably not, actually.
It's gonna make goated moves. I can't wait. Okay, who's going in first?
Here we go.
Huh? Oh, he's piloting that guy. Hikago, I think. Okay.
Okay.
Well, that is where we are left with. It is time to rumble.
A far greater threat than this countless rain of dragons was this human in the sky.
Netero. Oh, he looks serious. Heart, you remember you read that?
Yeah. Thank God something's stuck.
What are your thoughts before we jump into our discussion?
I just can't wait for this next episode. I keep saying that, but it's just like, it's such a, you just have to watch these all at once.
And there's no way around. They're going through it right now.
Yes.
So,
well, we'll see.
Even if it's going to be a lot of episodes, it is, we're going to start.
It's starting soon. I can feel it.
But thank you for watching, and make sure to hit like, comment, and subscribe down below if you're excited for more episodes of HunterxHunter coming every Friday and Sunday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you can't wait and you want to see these episodes right now, including the next 10 episodes ahead, check out the Patreon link in the description below, where they'll be posted in their extended full-length forms with extra discussion and all of the episode. We have a lot to discuss, but before we do that, where are we headed?
All right, let's review.
Thank you for watching. For now, we're going to go to questions given to us by our amazing Patreon members. If you want to ask us questions we answer after every episode of any show we watch, join the link in the description below and start asking. For now, let's go to question 1. All right, question 1. Chris Collier asks, the raid is about to begin. Assignments and positions have been doled out and the plan is set. Place your bets and predictions now if you have any.
I think the king is going to try to put off and delay and just skirt responsibility so that he can continue playing Gungi. I think that's going to really deeply upset the other 3, and they're going to potentially try to form an alliance against the king.
During a raid? Because it's happening right now.
It's happening literally right now. I mean, maybe they'll try to execute the king's plans without him helping, but that feels unlikely.
I wonder if UP is still sitting on those stairs.
Yeah, good question.
Because they're about to just be right next to that.
Yeah. They found out immediately.
Well, and the other thing they're not anticipating is they're thinking it's going to be impossible to separate the guards from the king, when in reality the king's been like, get the fuck away from me.
Yeah.
Like, they are already all separated.
Yeah, I feel like their biggest weakness right now is they kind of have a grasp on what the king is dealing with, but he is so all over the place and changing literally every day. And there's no way to anticipate what he could be thinking.
Yeah.
In a couple days, hours, whatever.
True. I do wonder what's going to happen if UP is the only one on the stairs and they all say, stick to the plan, go to your target. Are they all going to just leave Moral to go one-on-one with him? Or, I don't know. But in terms of my predictions, I think the king's going to be mentally like not quite there, probably playing Gungi. I think that the positioning of the guards is going to be unexpected, which is a negative, but also not optimized, which is a positive.
Yes.
So in terms of deaths, I could see Moral dying.
I feel like them saying he's only at 40% is kind of like a soft launch of like, he's trying his best, but he's on his way out.
But that's also like the expected, and they never do that in this show. So no, Moral actually beats everybody single-handedly. But I'm gonna say
fighting at 40% gives him a new power. Actually,
I could see Knuckle or Shoot dying. Probably Knuckle, because that would hurt the most. And Hikago probably is gonna die.
Yeah,
you called that the second they were becoming friends, and you were like, "See ya,
bye." That's it.
Calamari. Curtains for you. Calamari.
Sorry.
Well, at least he'd be a squid.
That's why, yeah.
But let's go to our second question. Question 2. Maddie G asks, what do you think of Gon's response to why he thinks the king hurt himself? Now that the raid is starting, do you think Gon will be able to handle the mental strain? My response to that is, holy crap, because the only reason he pieced together that the king hurt himself due to like an ego and like a shame thing and because he couldn't forgive himself is because he thought of Kite, aka that means he feels that way.
When he saw Kite, he felt like he could have pulled his own arm off out of guilt and frustration.
Beyond that, he let Kite punched the shit out of him for a while.
Yeah.
Like, he literally just sat there and then eventually dodged it and hit him once and then activated the secondary form. But I think that it was him saying, I can't forgive myself, so I have to let you hurt me here, which is just brutal.
No, he was able to figure that out because he knew the feeling.
Yeah.
Really, really sad. But, I mean, accurate.
Yeah, and I don't know if he's going to be able to keep a lid on it. If they can get him in front of Neferpito and then he lets it loose,
that would be ideal.
But
they need to just let him rip. But I do worry about him.
I wonder what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, but let's go to our final question. Final question. Day asks, do you think with all the surveillance they've done on the palace, they should have already known that there were normal people in there like Komugi? Because, like, they brought in other, like, playing masters. Maybe it's because, like, Pito's aura is so wide that it's difficult to get a really good view in there?
Yeah, maybe. Or maybe people who can't use Nen, like, their lack of aura just makes it so that it's not even like they register as like furniture almost.
Yeah, maybe. But you'd think with all that surveillance over several weeks that they would have seen one regular person go in there, but it's a little interesting they didn't. But with that being said, it is time to jump into the staircase. Are you excited for episode 111 of Hunter x Hunter?
I can't wait.
All right, let's get it.
Let's go.